students, here we are going to learn about the significance of the Indian bureaucracy. Significance means why it is important. Why it is important, bureaucracy and the role of Indian bureaucracy. So students, the structure of the Indian bureaucracy is vast and in a very complex way, because various important reforms get introduced in a post independence means post means after when we got the independence. After that independence, various reformers implemented whatever the various facilities are there, they get implemented by the bureaucratic structure. Bureaucratic structure, it means what students see, every 5 years we have our 5 years of policy. 5 years of policy means in first 5 years of development we all are going to focus on which, when we got the independence, in that policy the first 5 years that we have give, that we have implemented, we have focused for the development of the agriculture. So that's why green revolution has come. That I guess you have aware about the green revolutions, such kind of policy. Then after 5 years, then 15 years we have focus for the development of the agriculture. Then we started simultaneously, we have started to focus on our industrial department. But how we focus, the policies made by the ministers, but this the civil servants implemented amongst the people. So that's why here they mention, after the post independence, it is necessary to implement the services among the people. So all that facility get implemented amongst the people in a bureaucratic structure. And now we have see that there is a many positive social changes reaching a common people. If any facility, any facility, if we wanted to reach to a common people, it can be spreaded amongst people very easily. Take the example that our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he said that just 2 years back we have drawn a 5-year planning. In that 5-year, they said that yearly we should give 6 to 8,000 rupees, money to each farmer, so that it is useful to the farmers to purchase the seeds, pesticide. But they are giving it in a very installment mechanism. When there was raining at that time 2000, at the time of the pesticides 2000, and then at the time of the threshing, cutting, they are giving the 4,000. So it means that what it is agreed by the ministers, and the ministers, they reserve some kind of monies for this section. But now it is the responsibility of the bureaucracy that when the rain comes, okay, when the rain come, when at the time of the raining, this bureaucracy, the civil servant, they transfer that 2,000 in an installment basis. So it means that it very easily we can reach the services of the common people. Then there are various changes also in Indian bureaucracy by implementing the policies which is made by the government. Bureaucracy, what the bureaucracy gives? Bureaucracy gives the stability in a political system. See, now only just currently I have given an example of our Prime Minister that he decided that he will give 6 to 8,000 per yearly to the farmers. Okay, without any other help from the central government. He only announced. For example, if any civil servant, if he is not ready to give the money, so we are going to blame to the Prime Minister. So that then political party cannot survive for the 5 years. Okay, it means that the bureaucracy is also important for the stability of the political system. And even the bureaucracy also provide the facility, just like a water supply, public cleanliness, transport, electricity, public cleanliness, even health, agriculture, or prevention of pollution, and such other services are everyday needs of the people and need to be constantly provided them. Now, it doesn't mean that we need a water only for a day. No, it is a responsibility of the bureaucracy. It is a responsibility of the bureaucracy to provide the water daily. Now, we suppose the government has decided that due to the lack of water or the shortage of water, that the people will get a water 4 times in a day or in alternate days. They have decided. But who will work on this decision? Bureaucracy. Water department. Water department will give water in alternate days. Understood, students? See, whatever the decision, all the decision is taken by the ministry, but the execution, implementation is done by the bureaucracy. And in this bureaucracy contains your water supply, electricity supply, transport, public cleanliness, even the prevention of the pollution, and such kind of the other services. Okay, in the last 2 years back, the government has decided that in the month of June, we are supposed to plant a tree. Even in our school also, we did a tree plantation. Okay, so why? The government, doesn't mean that chief minister is going to come in every house and they are going to plant. No, he only announced. Now the bureaucracy provides the trees to a particular institution. They plant trees, they gives the GR, they gives a letter to the various institution, and they plant the trees. And even this a bureaucracy also bring a stability in a day-to-day life of the people. And the second important is that the bureaucracy is an important instrument of social transformation. Social transformation, it means that, see, if there is we wanted to do the woman empowerment, if we wanted to protect a child, or if there is any plans for the marginal society. These are the marginal society. Marginal society, it means a group of people. It is necessary to provide their government facilities or the reservation area, so that all implementation means whatever the laws, it is implemented by only and only bureaucracy. It means that if you wanted to do a changes in the society, whatever the policies get started or they make in the ministry, this is implemented only and only by the Indian bureaucracy. That everyone knows, if you cross your age of 18, then only you can do work. You can work. Before then you cannot. It means that the Child Labor Act. Okay, under this act, dear, the student or the child below 16 years or 18 years he is not supposed to do any kind of work in any place. If such case get found, so we cannot go to the minister. We are supposed to go to the bureaucracy or the civil servant. He can take a strict action on that particular area. For example, if they said such idea gets come that there is a 50% reservation for the women, 50% reservation for the women. So only our Prime Minister has declared. Now it is the responsibility of the district collector or the other people, secretary, okay, for this. It is a responsibility that they are going to reserve a place, 50% to the women. Take the example. Take the example that that in a bus that we are having a 50% reservation in a seat. One side only boys are seated and other side only girls are seated. The government is declared, but who implement? Transport facility get implement. So it is a best example of our It is an best example of women. Example of our bureaucracy. And the third, that we can, the bureaucracy is also plays an important role in the democratization of society. It means that whatever the reservation facilities are there, that reservation facility should be implemented amongst the people. Students, I guess you all are aware about the RTE. RTE means right to education. So as per this act, that whose financially is not stable, or who wanted to take the education in a private firm, so that government announces RTE. As per this, we have supposed to fill the form. Then later on, after that, the list gets formed, and we got that particular child got the admission in that particular school, but the fees of that students get paid by the government. It means in this area the government has declared only we have a RTE pattern in our school, in our Maharashtra, but the reservation should be given into that particular people is the work of the bureaucracy. Even in a colleges and in a particular sections of the society, we have a reservation. We have a reservation while getting a seat or while paying a fees. Then who implemented that? Only and only bureaucracy. Why? Because to give a chance to that marginal society to cope up with the other section of the society. Okay, students, now here. Okay. Okay, students. So these are the three important role of bureaucracy in the society. First, what to provide a facility, amongst the people, and second, the instrument of social transformation, democratization. Democratization means democracy. It means that no one is going to rule on us. Everyone has free to ask their doubt, or they are free to elected people, or the election. All this comes in a democracy. Then the next is the type of the civil services that you all are aware about: a IAS officer, IPS officer. All these are the civil services. Okay, and these civil services, there are three types of civil services: all India services, union and central services, and the state civil services. Here all India services. It means that if you are passed with this exam, or if you are attempted and you are passed with this exam and you are appointed as a all India services, then wherever it is required, there you have to work. Suppose I am living in Maharashtra, born and brought up in Maharashtra. If I pass all India services exam, then the government they can put me any corner of India, to perform my duty. Okay, and then next is the union. Union means the central government services, and the state civil services means, suppose I pass out with this exam, a state government can put me anywhere in the same state. Suppose I passed with the state exam, Maharashtra state, so I can do my work only in state of Maharashtra. They will not send it to me. In any country. Sorry, any state, just like Rajasthan. Okay, dear. Now here the example of all India services. The example of all India services are IS, IPS, and IFS. IS means Indian Administrative Services, just like a Tukaram Bande. IS, IPS, Vishwas Nangre Patil. First, Vishwas Nangre Patil was working in Maharashtra in Thane. Then later on he get transferred in Nashik, and there was a conflict of when the words means जो decision होने वाला था अयोध्या temple पे, at that time he get transferred in Ayodhya. It means that it is a all India services. So IPS officer, IAS officer, and Indian Forest Service. And in Union, it is a Indian Foreign Service and IR, Revenue Service. And in our civil service, we have a MPSC exam. Means your district collector, block development officer, tehsildar, all these people should come by a they have to give a competitive exam which is held at a street level. Means because the district collector, it is on district level, block development in particular block, and the tehsildar which is at taluka level. So all this they are holding the exam at a state level. Okay, then the Indian Constitution also established various kinds of the institution. Various kind of the institution, just like a public service commission, that they are ensuring that the civil servants get selected on the basis of the merit and efficiency. If you are passed and if you got a nice person, nice marks, then this person can elected as a on service as a civil servant. Then the Union Public Service Commission. Union Public Service Commission means UPSC. They conduct an exam for the recruitment. Recruitment means for the appointment of the candidates on all India and the central services. And the MPSC. MPSC means Maharashtra Public Service Commission. What? Maharashtra Public Service Commission. They select a candidate through a competitive exams, and even they recommends to the government to be recruited on a state administration, whatever the state administrations are there. From that they appointed a civil servants. Okay, and then through this commission, whether it is a UPSC and MPSC, they provides an opportunity in all section of the society. All section, it means all section means from the women section, caste section, or whatever the reservation is there, from that section. Why? Because everyone should get an opportunity to come forward and to prove themselves. So that's why, in order to provide an opportunity to all sections of the society, all sections of the society to enter in a bureaucracy and civil services. So we have a reservation facility for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, women, any other backward class, specially abled. This provision, why this provision has done, that the weaker section of the society are not left out of civil services only because of the social inequality. Okay, students, I guess you are aware about the civil services. Now the ministers and secretaries. Listen, the ministers, there is a close relationship between inner ministers and the secretary. If they have a mutual understanding and mutual trust is there, so that this departmental work can do in a very smoothly. Take the example of R. Suppose, for example, instead of minister, suppose it is a teacher and secretary as a student. If the teacher is teaching and the student listens carefully, and if we have a two-way communication, so definitely that lessons is going to be a rock, and the lessons, whatever the objectives of that lesson should be fulfilled by very easily. It is the same way, same relations in between the ministers and the secretary. because the efficiency of any particular government is totally depend on the relationship in between the ministers and secretary. Okay, and the deputy secretary. If in the absence of the secretary, deputy secretary can also perform their work. Why it is necessary to have a great relationship, that at the beginning also we have discussed. Now check the ministers. Now firstly, prime minister, no sorry, chief minister was Devendra Fadnavis. Okay, then now it is now we have the Uddhav Thackeray. Okay, Mr. We have the Uddhav Thackeray. Whatever the pending work of the Devendra Fadnavis and the Uddhav Thackeray don't know, then who are going to inform? Secretary is going to inform that this work is to be pending and we have supposed to complete that. Okay, then the later on. Other means secretary, because secretary gives the whole information about the department to the ministers. Okay, students. So students, so it is necessary that we have a good relationship with the secretary, in between the secretary and the minister for the smooth working. Okay, so the decisions relating to the department, and no doubt it is done by the minister, but it is necessary the information to make such decision is given by the civil servant. And civil servant meaning bureau, it means that they are bureaucracy, and they have this civil servant has the complete control over information, because if the secretary gives a full information to the minister, ministers will work as per that. If the secretary gives only half information, so ministers will work as per that. So civil servant is the only person who knows the financial, mean how much money is there for a particular scheme or plan. Even civil servants, they are aware about the history of the successes and the failure of policies. Just currently that we are aware about just 3 to 4 years back, that our government they gives order that for the car shade of the metro, they have to cut down the various trees. Am I correct, students? Am I correct? We are supposed to cut down the trees. Okay. The decision means the order come from the ministers, and the civil servants started to work on that. Okay. Then later on, suddenly that work has stopped. Cutting down the trees work has stopped. Now the Uddhav Thackeray has come. Now all the secretary has given the whole and sole information to the Uddhav Thackeray, that this decision is taken by a particular minister and we have faced a lots of problem. It means that the ministers will think twice while starting any work. For starting any work, the particular minister think twice. If suppose I wanted to start a car shed for the metro in that particular area, but in a previous time lots of chaos get happens, but the information given by the secretary, and so that minister started to work on that, so that the ministers are dependent upon the civil servant. If minister maintain a proper dialogue, I mean proper communication with the civil servant, and if they developed a mutual trust and the transparency in their work, so it is going to help. It is going to the help for the department. Okay, students, so here we have learned that how much there is a relationship in between the ministers and the secretaries. And we have also learned about the type of the civil services. All India civil services are IAS, IPS, IFS. IAS means Indian Administrative Services, IPS Indian Police Service, IFS means Indian Forest Service, And the union means central government services, which comes IFS, Indian Foreign Service. See, in this, in all India services, it is Indian Forest Service, and IFS means Indian Foreign Services. Both are different, but the name is same. IRS means Indian Revenues Services. Then the civil services, state civil services. State civil services means civil services which is at state level, and we have our commission or the institution just like MPSC and UPSC to appoint a civil servant, and civil servant get appointed on the basis of the merit and their efficiency. And even we have learned about the significance of Indian bureaucracy that provide a facility, implement the laws which is made by the government, and third, that the important role to make a development of a particular society.